You are watching Vision TV Live, and this is the weekly news with me, FATOUMATA JAWARA. In the headlines, Gambia moves closer to prosecuting Jammeh's-era crimes. Ministry advises BCC Deputy Mayor to channel communications. Ex-Basse Area Council Finance Director splits beans at Commission. Schools subvention for November and December at risk. CAB Deputy Leader joins NPP. Bora sues government, IGP for $7 million. Those are the news headlines. Do stay tuned for the news in detail. Welcome back. Gambia moves closer to prosecuting Jammeh-era crimes. Stakeholders have started the validation of the Special Accountability Mechanism Bill and the Special Prosecutor's Office Bill, which will provide legal frameworks to operationalize the prosecution of Jammeh-era crimes and ensure justice is served comprehensively and fairly. Attorney General Dauda Jallow said this approach necessitates the establishment of a Special Prosecutor's Office, a hybrid tribunal, and the Special Criminal Division to prosecute offenses that can be addressed domestically and to address those offenses of an international nature under international law. He assured victims who were among stakeholders on Monday that the government is tirelessly working towards prosecuting persons who bear the greatest responsibility for the human rights violation that occurred under former exiled President Jammeh from 1994 to 2016. We are committed to ensuring that the voices of the people are heard and the victims are at the center of our efforts, and that justice is served without bias or discrimination. This commitment stems directly from the political will of the government, and it is a commitment that will uphold without compromise, the minister warned. The truth is that our journey towards accountability and justice is not an isolated endeavor. It is an essential part of our nation's healing process. We aim to create an environment where Gambians can trust in the rule of law, that are meant to protect their rights, he added. He informed stakeholders that the Barrow government recognizes that achieving justice and accountability is a complex and multi-phase task that involves not only prosecution but also reconciliation, healing, and the restoration of trust in our institutions. Our intention is to leave a lasting impact on the Gambia's justice system. We understand that this process goes beyond a set of legal documents. It is about reshaping our society, instilling a sense of justice and accountability in every aspect of our lives. It is about making sure that the painful legacy of the past does not repeat itself, and that future generations can live in a society where their rights and freedoms are respected. We have established mechanisms for reparation and support for victims. We understand that justice is not complete until the victims have the opportunity to heal and rebuild their lives. Our goal is not only about upholding perpetrators accountable, but also giving victims hope again, he said. He disclosed that the government has secured partnership of ECOWAS in the establishment of the Special Accountability Mechanism hybrid tribunal that will deal with cases entailing international dimension. The minister also acknowledged that the journey towards justice and accountability has been challenging and long, and the victims and their families have demonstrated extraordinary patience. Their resilience is a testament of the unwavering spirit of the people of the Gambia, and it is our promise to them that we will see this process through to the end. This patience, this determination is a source of inspiration for us all. We understand the urgency and the need to act swiftly while ensuring that justice is served comprehensively and fairly. This approach allows us to strike a balance, making sure that no one is above the law and justice is accessible to all, he told the gathering. Ministry advises BCC Deputy Mayor to channel communications through Mayor's office. The local government ministry has advised the Deputy Mayor of Banjul to refrain from addressing them in missive without the express consent of the mayor. The ministry also frowned at the Deputy Mayor in a missive to him last week for consistently copying memos and addressing them to local government commission. The standard could not establish the internal issues ongoing at the council, which prompted the deputy mayor's series of letters to both the local government ministry and the LG Commission, but they reportedly include requests and proposals for the institution for a cohesive board at the council, among other things. The local government commission should not be copied in any way on council's internal matters and any other issues in relation to operational matters, the ministry stated in a letter sent to the office of the deputy mayor seen by the Standard. Additionally, I want to withdraw your attention to the fact that the office of the Lord Mayor is the only political office of the council. Thus, the office of the deputy mayor does not and cannot exist as a stand-alone office. Rather, it is an extension of the office of the Lord Mayor, and therefore any communication emanating from her desk should be signed for or on behalf of the Lord Mayor. When contacted for clarification on the issue, the Deputy Mayor, Aziz Dabah Malik, said he has faithfully answered to the letter from the ministry at a General Council meeting also attended by the Ministry of Local Government, where he explained tangible reasons for deferring, with the notion that his office cannot exist outside the confines of the office of the mayor. In his reply to the ministry seen by the Standard, the deputy mayor complains about the lack of a proper handing over process whenever the mayor is traveling out of the country. The deputy mayor is the immediate subordinate to the mayor, and it is customary and in line with proper administrative procedure that the mayor directly communicates and hand over to me during any period of absence to ensure a smooth transition of responsibilities and efficient handling of official matters. I have raised this issue with your office with the hope of addressing it, but unfortunately it still persists, Deputy Mayor Dabah Malik wrote to the ministry. He said the lack of proper handing over has led to him not having access to important files when the mayor is away. These, among other things, are the kind of things I wrote to the ministry to bring their attention to it, he told the Standard. Ex-Basse Area Council Finance Director splits bins at Commission. A former acting director of the Basse Area Council, Lamin Suso, has informed the Local Government Commission to disregard and discard all the vouchers he brought to the commission because they were all defective. Suso and juniors at the finance department of the council came under intense scrutiny by the commission probing into dealings of the councils around the country. On day 6 of his appearance, Suso admitted some financial malpractices while working at the Basse Area Council. The internal audit exercise on the council uncovered that members of the finance unit jointly withdrew over $51 million, which they could not be accounted for. Some of these withdrawals were from 3 ward development accounts. Suso said his CEO, Usman Toure, and Councillor Umar Kare withdrew $75,000 from the Bajakunda Ward Development account, while the CEO and the former Vice Chairman, Yuba Jawara, withdrew $100,000 from the Sabi Development Ward account, in addition to another $45,000 withdrawn by CEO Usman Toure and Ward Councillor Usman Jane from the Gambisara Ward Development account. Suso said he participated in the withdrawals, but he was not a signatory. All these withdrawals did not follow due process, Suso told the Muse Common members. Suso said the money was taken from the three ward accounts because the Basse Area Council was faced with the problem of lack of money to fund its activities. What were these monies meant for? Lawyer Patrick Gomez asked. They were not meant to fund council activities, Suso replied. Why did you unlawfully withdraw the money? Lawyer Patrick Gomez asked. It was an internal arrangement, said Suso. Which of the council activities did you fund? Lawyer Patrick Gomez asked. I cannot remember, but it was wrong, Suso answered. You knew it was wrong and you went ahead to make the withdrawals, Lawyer Gomez told Suso, commenting on the auditor's report that withdrawals had the potential of diverting the fund for personal use since the withdrawals were not authorized. The witness disagreed with the auditor, saying the finding was not correct. We were asking for documentations. Where is the evidence to show us that the monies were used to fund council activities? Lawyer Gomez asked. The witness said he will endeavor to look for the documents and furnish the commission. He added that the monies were refunded into the prospective ward development committees. On how the refund was made, Lamin Suso said the $75,000 taken from Baja Kunda ward was given to the ward councillor Umar Kari in cash for the $100,000 taken from the Sabi ward account. The witness said a check was issued in the name of one Khadijatu Jallo. When asked who this Khadijat Jallo was, the witness said Khadijatu is a resident of Basse and a businesswoman. For the Gambisara ward, the witness said the money was given to the ward councillor. So, when the auditor said there was no evidence of refund, do you agree? Lawyer Gomez asked. The witness maintained his position that the monies were refunded, but admitted that the monies were not paid into the accounts of the three wards. After question and answer, Lamin Suso later admitted that the auditors were right, that there was no evidence of refund. He said he did not advise the council to take monies from the ward accounts, but stated that he participated in the whole process. Was there a consultation before the monies were withdrawn? Chairman Jenababa asked. No, the witness answered. Lamin Suso admitted that there is no evidence to show that the monies were judiciously used for council's activities. Lamin Suso said it is normal for Basse Area Council to take loans from individuals and repay when they have money. He added that the practice of the Basse Area Council taking money from people is not new. When asked the procedure for taking loan, Lamin Suso said it starts from a document which is also sent to the General Council and later to the ministry responsible for local government approval. When asked why the Basse Area Council was not following the due process of taking loan, Lamin Suso said if we follow the normal procedure, we will not get what we want. School subvention for November-December at risk. Subvented institutions under the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education may not receive monies to cover salaries and other expenditures for the months of November and December 2023, the ministry warned. Deputy Permanent Secretary Yere Sanyang told members of the Education Committee of the National Assembly that the main reason behind this is the insufficient funding from the Ministry of Finance. He said most intervention areas under MOPSI, including the school improvement grant, are riddled with funding problems, with over $50 million areas to schools for the third term of the last academic calendar and the first term for this year. He alleged that when MOPSI makes requests for funds allocated to them in the budget, the Ministry of Finance would only give what they think could be given within the budget and not what is needed according to the data. The budget line for the school improvement grant was limited, and we need about $90 million to augment it. When the Gambia Teachers Union threatened to go on strike last term, we engaged the Ministry of Finance and they paid $73 million, and there was a pending balance of $14 million. In this first term, we requested $61 million, but we received only $25 million, DPS Sanyang revealed. He said there is also a shortfall in funding when it comes to monthly subventions. According to him, MOPSI monthly requirement for subvention is $61,675,090, but as we speak, based on the monthly requirement, we will only be able to pay subventions to institutions in October. But November and December will not be paid because so far our budget balances is $37 million, meaning we cannot go beyond October because there will be no money, Sanya warned. He said it is important for these issues to be brought before the attention of lawmakers in order to find solutions to it, he continued. We know it is volatile. We never wait for things to happen. Payment of salaries takes time. It is a process. If we wait until the last day, even if the funds are transferred, you cannot pay immediately. Committee chairman and member for Upper Salem, Alhaji Mbao, said subvention is non-negotiable and called out the authorities to ensure right strategies are applied to avert such situations. Committee member and NAM for Fonyi Bintang, Bakari Kebaji, claimed that the underfunding of the education sector is one of the main reasons for the poor performance of students. This is crippling the education system, he said. CAP deputy leader joins NPP. The deputy leader of the opposition Gambia Action Party has Saturday announced his exit from the party to join the ruling National People's Party (NPP). Announcing his decision at a meeting with President Barrow on holiday at his native Mankamangkunda, Omar Biai said joining the ruling party was the conclusion of his reflection dating back months, and that is born out of the fact that every politician follows the interests of their constituency and the people. As for me, I think my people want me to join the NPP, and that's the reason I joined. It wasn't an easy decision because I must appreciate that when I needed help, especially politically, CAP came in to my rescue and I owe it to them. But now I think it is time to join the NPP so that I can help the president bring about much needed development, he said. BI from Bakote had in fact campaigned for Barrow, taking a time from his international job in 2021. Now the time has come for me to close the opposition chapter and work with the government. I have seen that the opposition parties have no new strategies to challenge the ruling party, Biai said. He further disclosed another reason for joining the NPP is the ongoing restructuring within the party and the establishment of political bureaus across the country. Let us not seek the UDP answer or the NPP answer, but the right answer. Let us not seek to fix the blame for the past. Let us accept our own responsibility for the future, he said. BI said President Barrow needs more committed public servants who would realize that they cannot become rich in politics, but can also attain greatness and satisfaction through service. Asked whether he has resigned from GAP, BI said he never applied for the position in the first place, so it is unnecessary to do so. I owe them no obligation to resign, he said. President Adam Barrow welcomed Mr. Biai to the party and expressed his delight, saying all are equal in the NPP. His decision to join the NPP clearly demonstrated his love for me and the country, he said. Mr. Barrow said his government is open to working with all Gambians and political parties in the interest of the country. We have an open-door policy and we don't discriminate against any Gambian. I want to leave a legacy in Gambian politics, and this is why we are building political bureaus across the country, so that even when I leave, the NPP will continue leading this country, he said. President Barrow said he will only consider his political career a success if the NPP continues to rule the country after his presidency. That is the agenda, and I have this feeling that somebody from the NPP will succeed me. It could be anyone, he said. The meeting was facilitated by NPP Deputy Spokesperson and Deputy Speaker Sidi Njai. Bora sues government IGP for $7 million. Popular comedian Alhaji Sisao, commonly known as Bora, has filed a civil suit against the Attorney General and the Inspector General of Police for legal detention and violation of his fundamental rights. Bora is seeking $7 million as damages for detaining him beyond the constitutional limit. Presented by Dandy Mayo Chambers, Bora also seeks the court to order the police to return his iPhone 13 Pro Max with immediate effect. Alhaji Bora was arrested on 13th August and released on bail 2 days later, but his bail was revoked and he was rearrested on 4th October. He was then kept in police detention for a week. In his affidavit, Bora said, while being released from detention, the police pushed him into a pool of dirty water at an unknown location at night. That's all we have for you today. I was your presenter, FATOUMATA JAWARA. Thanks for watching.